Hello, class. I wanted to take a couple minutes today and talk about ethical dilemmas. I'm hoping that this discussion will help not only uh, in the entirety of this semester as we discuss the ways to approach ethical dilemmas, but especially in your writing assignments. The one that is due this week and about every other week, we have one in which you are faced with a dilemma and you're required to come up with solutions to ethically resolve the the challenges that are presented to you. This week, we discuss challenges in a police academy environment where the leader of that academy needs to make some tough decisions. There are two ways to approach ethical dilemmas and how to solve them. The first is an intuitive approach, and the second is a critical thinking approach. Intuitive approaches, intuitive perspectives use your prior experiences, your upbringing, uh, your life as a way to resolve and inform the decision on how you're going to resolve that challenge, that ethical dilemma. Uh, Conversely, critical thinking takes not only your life but others' perspective into account. Takes criminal justice theories, it takes philosophies, essentially using the diversity of those around you to help you solve your problems. That's what's one of the things that really benefits society is the fact that societal diversity benefits every member of that society. Uh, if we only stick to our perspectives, our upbringing, and our experiences, we really have a very narrow view of our solution options. Whereas if you look at the previous philosophers, those who came up with criminal justice theories, even those contemporary to you that have faced similar situations, you use their experiences, you have a more well-rounded and diverse bag of tools to choose from. So given your choice between an intuitive approach or a critical thinking approach, obviously the critical thinking approach is the better choice of the two. Moving on, I want to give more of a step-by-step framework of how to work through these dilemmas. You can use them in your papers. Again, if you use anything from the videos that I produce or the textbook, they all need to be cited. So make sure you research how to cite videos, lectures, and books in proper APA format as we go forward and I present some information to you. So the framework that we use is a six-step process. The first step being that you want to identify whether or not you are actually in an ethical dilemma situation. And if you are, then state it to yourself clearly. Figure out exactly what your dilemma is. The second step being collect all the facts that you have available to you. You want to make an informed decision and not a knee-jerk or a snap decision. So collect all the pieces of the puzzle that you have. If you're trying to put together a puzzle, you want all the pieces. So make sure that you know all the facts and you have the knowledge necessary to make that decision. Investigate those facts. Make sure you have them clear in your mind. This is the third step, the investigation process. Look at the pieces of the puzzle that you have and compare them to the workplace. Compare them to the values of your organization, your own personal values. The fourth step is you want to look at the critical thinking aspect that we just discussed, whether it be researching previous theories and previous philosophies. One of the ones that comes to mind when I think about researching theories is the rational choice theory. That is a criminal justice theory by Jeremy Bentham, I think in 1789, long time ago. Jeremy Bentham discussed the idea that when making a rational choice, when faced with a dilemma and having to make a decision, people will always seek pleasure and avoid pain. So a more common way of putting that is it's a cost-benefit analysis. You look at the dilemma, you look at the solutions that are at hand, the options you have, and you want to say to yourself, or even if you're discussing with others, how is this solution going to provide a benefit that outweighs the cost? because in any solution, there's going to be a cost to somebody and a benefit to somebody. So that's just one theory. There's a ton of criminal justice theories out there. I encourage you to research them and include them in your writings. The fifth step is to identify a list of all the available options you have, and then compare those options to do a cost benefit analysis if you're going to use a rational choice application or whatever theory you're using. Compare how each one of those solutions, those potential solutions, will affect you, will affect those involved, will affect the organization. And finally, you want to make a decision that's based on a complete analysis and implement that decision. It's not a knee-jerk reaction, as we said. It's not an intuitive decision based just only on your own personal experiences. At this point, you've thought of others, you've used others' experiences, others' upbringings, you've thought about the philosophies of your decision, and you now have an opportunity to implement that entire decision in a well-informed manner. That's the six-step process that the textbook discusses. I encourage you to look further into chapters 1 and 2 if you have any curiosities or want to further implement this process into your writing. I think it's a great way to organize your thoughts in a manner that will present your paper as a well thought out solution to the ethical dilemmas that are presented to you, as opposed to just opinion-based, narrow perspective pieces. I look forward to looking and reading your assignments. I think we have an exciting opportunity to share our own diverse experiences. And as we go along, I'm going to do the same. And perhaps I can share some of my experiences between the military and the Los Angeles Police Department, the experiences that I have. And hopefully between the students and the instructor relationship, we can come up with opportunities to help each other. Again, I look forward to reading your discussion forums and your papers, and enjoy the first week.